Hey, Mark Warnke here, PackGoats.com, just trying to be helpful. If any of you have a little bit more scaled operation, meaning you're raising babies and bottle feeding them and you're entering your pens and how to do that easily, I feel like after our 6th, 7th year, we finally figured out a system that works really well. And I know it's gonna look goofy, but anybody who raises a large pen of babies or more than that knows that trying to go into a gate and out of a gate is a bum rush when these babies, because they're so strong and they basically come in and tackle you on the way in and on the way out and trying to squirt out and dealing with all that. So what we did this year is we figured out a system where we just use these kind of loosey-goosey gates, and because I didn't want a gate anymore, I just wanted something to step over. So now we just step over, and yes, that's a little bit of a pain, but it's way less of a pain than being bum rushed by 10 baby goats every time I approach, and now I'm in their pen. So the other thing that it does nice when we have this is that we still interact, and you can see, I mean, we're with these babies, but when you're carrying a bucket with 10 nipples around it into this pen, just go ahead and, yeah. So if I go into this pen, this is like piranhas, right? Now, so you can see that as they get stronger, now these guys just got fed, so they're not half as exuberant as they will be. But when they're super hungry and I show up in the morning and I come in here, I got 10 piranhas tackling me. And so a really nice thing to be able to do when they're littler is just lean over the fence, put the bucket in there, and then I can give them love from the fence and everything else. So just bear in mind on multiple levels, in and out is so much easier when all I have to do is step over. This little thing made our life so much easier with raising babies. And then you can see we turned our tractor barn with a sand floor into a way where we can completely clean a pen after babies have gone out. We go ahead and we sanitize the entire pen with Virkon, and then we go back in and prep fresh new bedding and do all that stuff. And that way we're keeping our worm load down. We have had way less sickness. We've had way less issues this year with diarrhea and everything else by the system that we're using. So this is the best system I've developed to be able to take care of babies on a little bit larger scale. So if any of you are trying to do that, or you want to adapt some of our large scale methods to a little bit smaller scale, where you still have goats that you can see. I mean, these guys are as bonded as they get, all here for love and super kind. It's not like we're not interacting with them. They're still super involved and, you know, in your pocket and bottle fed by nature, but at the same time, we're figuring out how to insulate ourselves from the difficulty of raising babies, which people don't realize, but once they start getting this size, it gets difficult. They bomb you. They're strong. They love to scrape their teeth against you. They love to chew on everything they can, and their, you know, your clothes and your hair and everything else. So these little piranhas, you need a good strategy to do that well. So I hope you find that helpful. Now, if you find stuff like this helpful, don't forget to click to subscribe. Don't forget that we have a Goat Club membership where you get to look over our shoulders and see us raise goats on a daily basis. And don't forget, we have courses on everything you could possibly want, from milking to raising packers to how to raise babies, how to help a goat have birth. But I highly recommend the Goat Club membership because you get discounts on everything with it. So check that out. Thanks a lot. Take care.